everybody, it's Paige and welcome to Vlogmas day 13. Today we are going through all of my makeup brushes. I'm going to be cleaning them. I'm going to show you guys how I clean them, and we are also going to be doing a brush declutter. I am a little bit nervous, but I have way too many brushes, and if you guys didn't know, we are moving and I need to declutter as much as I can before I pack everything up. So that's gonna be the goal for today. I'm gonna clean everything and then figure out like what I'm gonna keep and what I'm gonna get rid of. I will show you guys that whole process. I will link everything that I use down below in the description box in case you guys are interested in like the soap that I use or the brushes, whatever. So yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna show you guys the mess that is my makeup room. If you guys have been watching my moving vlogs, you will have seen this probably, but I have a bunch of brushes up here which all need to be washed. I've got some blinged brushes in here, I've got some blinged brushes over here, and then I also have some blinged brushes over here. I've got some random ones like scattered around, and I would say I use blinged brushes 98% of the time. And if I'm not, it's because I'm like using this flat top foundation brush or something. But I do have this entire cart full of makeup brushes as well. And again, like I don't use most of these. I do love Morphe brushes, and I'm going to be keeping a bunch of Morphe brushes, but a lot of these other brands, like these aren't even available anymore. They're super old. I bought them because they were cute, and I just don't have the space for all of these brushes right now. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I also have to clean, look at all these sponges that I have that are dirty that need to be washed. We have a lot to do today, so let's transfer all of this stuff to the bathroom and we will get started. So we are going to start by cleaning my blinged brushes. I am not getting rid of any of my blinged brushes. These are my favorite brushes in the entire world. Here I have my Starry Nights brushes. In this cup I have some of the rose gold face brushes and some of the silver face brushes here. So I'm going to clean these ones first. I have a bunch of washcloths to help me dry things, also to like lay out brushes to dry. I have this, which is like a silicone scrubber. This one is from Luxie. I'll link a similar one from Amazon because that's probably easier to get your hands on, but this is what I use as like a texture to clean my brushes. And then I have a microfiber towel here, which I just use to lay my brushes flat when I clean them so that water doesn't like seep back down into them. And then we have brush guards for natural haired brushes. I have some Morphe ones that are natural haired, and these are great so that when they dry, they're not all like frizzy and crazy. These will be linked down below. And then this is my favorite soap cleanser. This is the Beauty Blender Solid Charcoal. It's huge. It's great. I think you can get this on Amazon, but you can also get it at Sephora. And I also have this Cinema Secrets one, which I thought I would try out. So that is my makeup brush cleaning setup. I just threw on a sweatshirt because it's pretty cold in here. But I get so many questions on how I wash my brushes, so I figured I would just kind of take you through step by step. So what I like to do is kind of get the water running until it is like warm, like a, not hot, but just like a little bit warmer than room temperature. So once the water has warmed up, I will let it just like trickle, and I will start by kind of dampening the bristles, making sure I hold my brush downward, because if you flip it upside down, water can seep into the ferrule here and cause problems. So it's good to hold your brushes upside down to let the water run this way instead of up into the brush. So once it is damp, I take the soap, and this is the one from Cinema Secrets. I noticed actually that it comes with a little silicone thing in the lid, so you guys can use this if you are looking for a brush cleaner. This comes with the silicone thing with the texture on it to help loosen up the makeup product. So I'll use that just for the sake of this demo. So the bristles are wet, and I like to get a little bit of water onto the soap, and I will just swirl a few times. I haven't ever used this one, so we're trying this out together. But you can already see the pigment go onto the soap here, and you see the brush already looks less dark. So I will either take my hand, sometimes I take my hand, sometimes I take a silicone thing like this, and then I just go in light circles, very light circles. I don't want to be rough with the bristles. This just helps make the soap like suds up and helps get a little bit deeper into the bristles when breaking up and moving the product. Sometimes I'll go side to side. It just depends. But once I feel like the bristles have been kind of agitated enough, I will take the palm of my hand and run it under the water. It's gonna be kind of hard to see, but I will swirl on my hand like this. I will swirl like this under the running water to kind of rinse as I'm moving in circular motions. This just helps ensure that all the soap is gone. Then I'll kind of go back and forth. I'm sorry if this is not perfectly in focus, but I just like to make sure that you get all of that soap out of there, because if you don't, there will be like residue on your bristles when they dry. So once all the soap is out, I just kind of like to see if I can get any excess moisture just by kind of lightly squeezing the bristles between my fingers. And then I will take a little like microfiber cloth or something and just lightly wipe it to get any excess moisture off. And then I'll kind of fluff out the bristles like this, and now you are good to go. So I like to lay my brushes sideways like that. I find that they dry perfectly fine this way, and I don't have any like misshapen bristles or anything. And this way the water can have time to dry before you store them like straight up again in a cup. So I just like to lay out a towel and lay them flat like this, and then I will rinse off the lid just to make sure we're not cleaning the next brush with a dirty silicone thing. But yeah, so once again, I just wet the brush until it's nice and saturated. I do a few swirls in the soap, and then I do some light swirling on the silicone. And once I feel like the product has been nice and agitated, I will use my hand similarly to the silicone, just like this, and then run that under the trickling water. I find that I do kind of need the trickling water just to make sure I have clean water and that I'm not like rinsing my bristles with water that's dirty. So I'll just get rid of the excess moisture by wiping it back and forth, kind of fluff out your bristles. And the bling brushes bristles are all synthetic fibers, so you don't have to worry about them getting frizzy or weird when you wet them. I'm gonna go ahead and clean the rest of my blinged brushes. I will do a little sped up time lapse, and then I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna watch some YouTube while I clean my brushes because it's gonna take me a few hours. I'm watching Morgan Turner right now, so. Okay, so all of my Starry Nights brushes are cleaned and they've been drying for a little bit. I will kind of look, usually on like the bigger brushes I'll notice this, but sometimes if I don't rinse out the soap all the way, you can kind of see. So sometimes bristles will kind of like clump together if I didn't do a good job rinsing out the soap. This will happen with any brush. So I just kind of look for that. So like for this one, for example, I'm gonna re-rinse. I'm not gonna put soap on it, but I'm just gonna re-rinse it. And it looks like this one too needs it, but these are the only two. The rest of them look really good. Also, you guys ask about cleaning the handles of the brushes a lot. So I know on their website they say you guys can take some jewelry cleaner and like an extra soft toothbrush and lightly kind of get in the little crevices in here and then wipe dry or pat dry with a lint-free cloth or like microfiber cloth. What I found is easiest is using a little bit of compressed air. This stuff is great if you have like crystals or different surfaces that are rough. I use this for crystals, like my rose quartz crystals and things like that, because you can just kind of spray a little bit and it'll get the dust or powder or glitter or whatever from doing makeup gets on the handles, and I find that that works perfectly well. It just takes a little bit and then my brushes look nice and new. But if you do want to kind of shine them up a little bit, you can use like jewelry cleaner. This one I got for like $2 or $3, so totally up to you, but usually I'm good with just cleaning the bristles and then using a little bit of compressed air to dust off the handles. While I wait for these to finish drying, I am gonna go over to my cart with all the brushes in it and kind of do a little bit of decluttering because I can't really dry or wash too many more brushes until these ones are dry enough to put away. So here I have my brush cups. So I'm just gonna grab a few and set them over here. This is where I'm going to kind of go through them just because I feel like I have some nice space and the lighting is good. So I'm gonna start with these 3 cups and I'm just going to go through them, decide what I'm keeping, what I am decluttering, and then I'm gonna end up washing all of them. But like I said, I'm waiting for the other brushes to dry so I can do this in the meantime. Okay, so here is the first brush cup. I separated them out into 2 piles. They're about equal piles. You can't really see this pile that well, but we have a big pile of brushes here. This is definitely gonna kind of change as I go through the cups because there's not really much organization to the cups, but for now, this is gonna be my keep pile and this is gonna be my declutter pile. But if I have duplicates of certain brushes, if I come across them in these other cups, ones from this pile may be leaving. So just thought I would mention that, but I will show you the ones that I am decluttering. So I have this Becca brush, which Becca obviously is no longer around. And I have never used this brush. I don't really think I'm gonna have use for this brush, but it is really cool. I'm pretty sure I got this at like TJ Maxx or something. So this one is going to be decluttered. I also have this Benefit brush. I don't know, I've never used it. It's really cute. And I think it's like good to use with their Hoola bronzer, which I love. But I have other brushes that I will use over that one. I also have this Fenty Beauty brush, which is kind of like a travel type thing. I don't know. I'm never gonna use this, so I'm gonna declutter that. I have these Juno & Co brushes, which are really nice brushes, but sometimes they feel weird when I hold them because of the texture of the ferrule up here, and it like, I don't know, it can make my fingers like cringe. But these are really nice brushes and they're so cute. I just realized that I kind of avoid using them because of the way that they feel in my hands, which is totally personal preference. I have this mask brush. This is from Real Techniques. I just don't ever use that anymore. I have a Revlon brush here that I don't use, a Believe Beauty brush. I have multiples of this Laura Mercier brush, so I'm gonna pass that along to someone else. I have these 2 little random brushes that I am getting rid of. I'm getting rid of this Tarte brush. It's so cute, and I'm gonna come across more in another cup, but I just don't use them. And my cute brushes that I display are blinged brushes, so yeah, not gonna use it, and it's not available anymore. Same with this Too Faced one. It is so freaking cute, but I just know that I'm not gonna use this. So all of those are going to be decluttered. I'll start like a declutter cup. This is my declutter cup. And then I'll grab a cup for ones that I'm keeping. But like I said, if I come across brushes, like other brushes that I have, and I decide I don't need some of these anymore, that's definitely possible. Okay, moving on to the next cup. Okay, so the second cup is done. This one has all of my Morphe and Jeffree Star brushes, which I don't use these anymore. I think I used like one of them. I don't know where that was. Oh, here. I used one of them for a liner, but I'm pretty sure I have other liner brushes, and I just don't use these anymore. They're so pretty though. Like, this color right here is everything. But I don't use these on my channel or personal life really, so all of these are going to go. It hurts me because they're so beautiful, but like I said, I don't use these anymore. I pretty much only use blinged brushes and Morphe, but these ones aren't even available anymore, so it's not very helpful for you guys anyway. So all of these will be decluttered. I forgot which one was my declutter cup. There we go. My declutter cup is already full. Here we have all of my decluttered brushes. And then, oh, wait. Where? I'm so confused. Oh, these are the ones that I'm keeping from this cup. So these are all Morphe, Laura Lee Los Angeles, Lunar Beauty, and then there's a couple of Suva Beauty ones in here. Is this Suva Beauty or is this P. Louise? I think these are P. Louise, these little colorful rainbow ones. But there was a Suva Beauty in here and one ABH, so I'm keeping all of these ones for now. This is another cup that's tricky for me because these Morphe brushes are no longer available, so it's not very helpful when I use them. I still use one from this set, and it's the Y7. This is an amazing flat top foundation brush, and I use this one, and I really like the Laura Lee one as well. It's super dirty, but for now, until I find one that can replace these, I'm going to keep them. But I think the rest of these can go. I've used like this one, but the rest of these I haven't used since I cleaned my brushes, so I'm gonna declutter those. Oh my goodness, I did not expect to do that. We're doing good, we're doing good. I'm trying to really condense down to mostly just bling brushes and Morphe, but I do also want to keep like the Laura Lee Los Angeles and the Lunar Beauty ones because those are special and those are ones that are like brands that I use all the time. So I'm gonna get rid of the gold set. This is a brush that I bought because of Tati, but I don't know if I'm gonna use it. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in the declutter pile for now. I have some sponges, which I'm just gonna put with the rest of my sponges over there. And then this is the last cup that I pre-pulled. And these should all be Morphe eye brushes, but I'm going to take them out and just make sure. but assuming they're all Morphe, I am going to keep them. Okay, so I didn't end up getting rid of any of these. I know this is a lot of eye brushes, and maybe I will like go through them more in depth later or at another point. But for now, I'm gonna keep these because I go through brushes so often since I'm constantly doing makeup with a ton of different colors and stuff. So for now, I'm happy with keeping all of those. So we are going to move on to this next cup. Let me move these brushes out of the way, the ones that we've already gone through. I have this big fluffy brush from Iconic London and I kind of want to keep it. So I think I'm going to keep that one. But let's do this brush cup because I feel like there's probably a lot of brushes from here that I can get rid of. So again, literally I love this so much. It's so freaking cute, but I'm not going to use it. It's not available anymore. I feel like these are like probably collectible now. But I'm gonna pass them along. All of these Tarte ones, same with these Tarte ones with the stars on the bottom of them. These are all gonna go. All of these Real Techniques ones, I remember being so excited about these. I think this was pre-blinged brushes, like when I was like obsessing over these. I don't remember, it was a while ago. But these are so cute. Like, I'm not gonna deny that these are cute. But I just don't ever use them, and I'm fairly certain these are no longer available. But like, look, they're so freaking cute. I wanna keep them, but I'm not going to because I'm staying strong and sticking to what I said about getting rid of brushes that I'm not gonna use. And then the rest of these look like Morphe, which I will be keeping. This one is Laura Mercier. I'm gonna put that with my other Laura Mercier brushes. But for now, these are going to stay. So I'll dump out this cup and I'll put my Morphe brushes in here. Again, probably gonna have a lot of brushes in here that I can declutter. Okay, so all of these brushes are going. These are some Profusion, some Believe Beauty, some Juno & Co. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with any of these brushes. They're all great. I have some Storybook Cosmetics in here. Just like some random, there's a Real Techniques. I just don't need this many brushes. So all of these are going be decluttered. Same with these little like Benefit Box Blush brushes. And then I have these to go through. I have a lot of Luxie brushes, which I forgot about Luxie brushes. I didn't even realize I had these. So I have some Kaleidos ones too. I feel like I can pass along the Kaleidos ones. These are great brushes, and I love their eyeshadows, but like I said, I just use other brushes instead, so those can go. I have a Lunar Beauty. This is from like my Life's a Drag palette, I think. I guess I'll keep that one. I'll put that with my other Lunar Beauty brushes. And then I have some that are kind of sentimental, which sounds weird to have sentimental brushes. But this is a Sonia Kashuk brush that I literally used when I was like 13 years old, which was 11 years ago. So I'm gonna keep that. Same with this Sephora brush. I used to use this all the time. I can get rid of the Sephora one. But the ABH one, this is from, I think, the first ABH palette that I had. What was it called? The Self-Made palette. So I'm gonna keep these two for sentimental reasons. The Sephora one can go. I have another ABH one that I'm gonna keep and a Morphe one that I'm gonna keep from here. I have some Glam Light brushes, which are really cute, but I don't need them. I also have some Alamar Cosmetics eye brushes here, which again, do I need these? No. Do I want them? Yes. But I'm gonna go ahead and pass them along. This is a Savage Declutter, you guys. I am so proud of myself. We have a Benefit brush, which is good, so I'll keep that. And then I'm just left with Luxie. What was that? Oh, my phone. Dang, should I do it, guys? Oh, I have an e.l.f. one. This is an e.l.f. I think I already have one of these, though, so I'll declutter that because I have one in my everyday makeup drawer. But okay, the rest of these are Luxie. Do I keep them or do I declutter them? Let's get Jarvis in here and ask him what he thinks. Okay, you're on camera. Well, you're not on camera, but I'm recording.
I'm on camera.
Okay. Do I keep or do I declutter my Luxie brushes?
Get it out of here.
Get it out of here?
Get it out.
Dang.
Those aren't as good as the Miss Paige Koren X Bling Brushes collab. Ditch it. Onward.
Okay, well, I guess I guess we're saying goodbye to all of the Luxie brushes. Oh my goodness. This is so sad. But I guess it kind of needed to happen. I'm gonna move these, oh shoot, these Morphe brushes so that we have another declutter cup. Dang. Jarvis said get them out of here. These are fantastic brushes though, like for real. And they're so cute, but they're not as good as blinged brushes, so we are getting rid of them. Next, I'm pretty sure these are mostly Morphe, but we'll take a peek. I'm just gonna grab all of the Morphe ones. Oh, these gold Morphe ones are gonna be decluttered. Oh, we actually have a Sigma brush. I forgot how I got this brush. I kind of want to keep it. Let's keep the one Sigma brush. Morphe, and Morphe. Oh, Morphe and Benefit. I forgot that they did a little collab. All right, last cup, you guys. These are mostly the Jaclyn Hill brushes, along with some Laura Lee. So let me grab, I think this was her Laura Lee's birthday collection. That's why they're in a different cup. But I think literally every single one of these brushes is gonna stay. But let me just double check. Yeah, these are all Jaclyn Hill and Morphe. They're super dirty. I need to clean them. Some of the brushes are like whiter than others because they're like newer or they have been used a lot. So yeah, that's gonna be it. Let me kind of do an overview for you guys. Okay, so here are all of the brushes that I am decluttering. We have 3 very full cups and then 1 like half full cup, a little bit more than half full. So all of these brushes are being decluttered. That is insane. Let me show you guys the ones that I'm keeping. All right, so here are the brushes I am keeping. We have 5 brush cups. So we're keeping a little bit more than half, but honestly, I'm still very proud of myself. All that I should have here is Morphe, Lunar Beauty, Laura Lee Los Angeles. I know I have a couple Jaclyn Cosmetics brushes, and then like 2 ABH brushes, a couple of Laura Mercier brushes. But for the most part, these are Morphe, Lunar Beauty, and Laura Lee Los Angeles. And that's pretty much what I use. This plus blinged brushes, which I'm not getting rid of any of my blinged brushes, but I'm proud of myself. Now for sponges, let's see. I pretty much only use my sponges, so let me kind of toss my blinged brushes ones over here. Oops, we have a straight brush. These ones I am keeping. But like I said, I pretty much only use my blinged brushes. So all of these ones I'm pretty sure can go. I might keep this little elf one. Oh, and I think that's the Laura Lee one. Okay, so these are all bling brushes besides elf and Laura Lee. And then, oh, this is an elf one too. I'll keep that one too. But all of these I'll declutter because they're all very old and dirty. Some of these are Morphe, some of them are Real Techniques, Juno & Co. I forgot this brand. I'll keep my little Tati thing. But we will declutter those and keep those. Okay, so these ones are dry enough to put in the cup now. The bigger ones just take a little bit longer to dry, so I'm gonna let those ones sit a little while longer. But we are going to move on to my silver and rose gold face brushes, and then we've got the silver and rose gold eye brushes, and then we've got my brushes. And then I'll probably end up only cleaning my blinged brushes tonight because I've already been at this for a few hours and I have some other stuff that I have to do. So I'm gonna be cleaning my blinged brushes, and then obviously I already did the declutter of all of the other ones.
Christmas Day.
Alright guys, so all of my face brushes from these silver and rose gold sets are now clean and drying. I got these from Amazon. I'll see if I can link it down below, but I really like them. But I actually decided that the brushes look better in here when there's no pearls, so I took the pearls out of this one, and I just put them in a Ziploc bag, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean these because they're really dusty, but I am gonna take the pearls out of this one as well, put them in the bag, and then clean these off so that my brushes just look nicer and cleaner in here. I'll try to link them, like I said, but these are all clean and drying. I am gonna wait a little while for those to dry before I start my eye brushes, which I have a ton of those to do, but I don't have space to dry them, so I'm gonna take a break. But I think that's gonna be it for today's video. I'll probably do some of this today, some of this tomorrow, but I have some other things that I have to do. I have to do laundry and wrap presents and stuff, so that's gonna be it for Vlogmas day 13. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.